my hand-delivered copy of the Clarion.
Well, what about your subscription at home?
A fine thing. The grandfather of Matthew gets no consideration whatsoever. None whatever. You go out into the square, hand out newspapers to everybody there for free, and you won't come to my store and give me one single copy. A fine thing. In case you can't remember where it is, my store is over in that direction.
I know where it is. I just happened to pick up some papers, and I took them out on the square and delivered them to some citizens out there unfortunate enough not to have subscriptions, that's all. Or rather, I should say unfortunate enough to be on the square minding their own business.
How many did you send out?
I don't know. I just grabbed a stack and began assaulting people.
Someday, huh, Elliot?
You know, Dad. Someday indeed.
Listen, I want to talk to you for a minute.
Uh-oh.
No, I've got something to say.
All right, Dad.
Now, I can understand you putting your name in the first paragraph here because you have to say, Mr. Carson is proud to announce and so forth. And then you've got to put Constance's name next.
But with the parents.
But the grandfather. And listen to this. The only grandfather ought to be in the second paragraph. And what did you do? You buried me in fine print way down here toward the bottom.
Oh, vanity, Dad. Vanity. And my own father.
Not so much vanity as pride. But listen, we'll skip that for now. I know you were nervous. You didn't know what you were thinking. And you probably took half an hour to do it.
4 minutes and 30 seconds, Dad.
4 minutes.
4 minutes and 30 seconds.
However.
Now, here it comes.
No. Don't jump to conclusions.
Now, what do you want?
Matthew Carson. That's a handsome name. It's handsome, but incomplete.
Uh-huh, I see. And what do you see as his middle name?
Eli.
Eli?
That's right.
As in you?
It's got a good sound, you'll have to admit that.
Mm-hmm.
Eli.
Eli, yes, it does have a ring to it.
And it's short. Young people like short names these days. You know, fellow go along the street, he can say, hi, there goes Eli.
Hi, Eli, hi. I like that, yes. All right. We'll consider it.
Well, I guess that's all the man can ask for. What a day, Elliot! What a day! What a day! What a day! What a day!
Listen, Dad. We're going to call him by his first name, Matthew.
You'd be a fool if you didn't. Matthew, gift of God. There's a name.
Norman. Rod?
The whole Harrington clan.
Huh. You just missed Elliot.
We have instructions. We're not supposed to stay too long.
Oh, Elliot said that.
We're not supposed to talk too much.
Elliot's father.
And we're not supposed to tire you out in any way.
Dr. Rossi.
Perfect score.
We've come to see the baby.
Matthew.
Matthew.
Well, he's in the nursery. He's one with the big smile.
Nor maybe Mrs. Carson's tired.
You mean you want to see the baby?
Well,
Go on, Rita.
we're so happy for you.
Thank you. Thank you for coming, too.
Our pleasure.
Rod, would you stay a minute, please?
Sure. Tell me, who does the baby look like, you or Mr. Carson?
It's too soon to tell. So far, he has dark hair.
Allison always thought the baby'd be a blonde.
Oh, did Allison talk to you about the baby?
Yes, sir. Last night we were together. That night in the nursery. When I asked her to marry me.
What else did she say about how she felt about the baby?
She was convinced the baby was going to be a girl. She was sure it was going to be a girl. She said, I even picked a name for her. You hadn't liked it.
Oh, yes, I remember. Audrey. She wanted to be a girl so badly. I thought she'd like to have a little brother.
She would. She would have loved Matthew. She was just very confused and wanted to hurt herself.
What else did she say that you remember?
Well, I tried to think of things to tell her that would make her less unhappy. I told her our first little girl we were going to call Allison. It didn't work. It just seemed to make her more unhappy. She said she was never going to have children. And that's when I asked her to marry me. I didn't ask her for a reason. You must understand that. I just wanted to let her know I loved her. Really loved her.
I've been trying to get up the courage to ask you a question. But you just answered it. Thank you, Rodney.
Rita,
Huh? The nursery's right around the corner.
wait a minute.
What's the matter? You look so serious.
We got some talking to do.
Norm, the baby. We can talk later.
Now, before we see the baby.
Oh, come on. I'm so excited. It'll only take 2 minutes to see him. Just 2 minutes. Then we can talk our heads off.
I'm not going to let you stand in front of that nursery and look through a window at a baby and fall in love with it.
Babies are babies. What are you going to do?
Look at me.
I'm looking.
I mean it. You want to have a baby, don't you?
Yes.
Do you know what's going to happen after you see Mrs. Carson's baby? You're going to turn to jelly. You're going to melt inside. I won't be able to talk to you for the rest of the day. You're going to be on another planet.
Norm,
You got to get something straight right now.
I won't say anything about getting pregnant. Honest.
Oh, not now. Not before you see the baby. But afterwards.
I promise.
All right? You've got a choice. If you want to have a baby, we'll have a baby. And I'll go to work full-time and support him like a father should.
Wait.
Nope, that's it. That's the rule of the house.
I didn't know that was the rule.
Well, it's been the rule all along. I guess I just forgot to tell you about it. Look, if I keep going to college,
If?
I keep going to college, no baby.
Well, while you're studying,
While I'm studying for the next 4 years.
lots of guys in college have families, Norm.
They're smarter than I am. They can go to classes, study up a storm, take exams, get mononucleosis, the whole bit, and still have time to handle a good-paying job.
Couldn't you do that?
No, I couldn't. I'm not the biggest guy in the world, and I'm not the brightest. I'm not the most ambitious. I'm me. From the day I married you, I had to hold myself out at arm's length and take a look at myself and be honest. Rita, I'll never be president. I'll never lead countries or armies or companies.
You mean it's college and no baby, or work full-time and have a baby?
That's it. We can't do both.
Why do we have to make a decision like this?
Nobody said it was going to be easy.
Let's go see Miss Carson's baby anyway.
Okay.
Preview from the continuing story of Peyton Place.
We're on the left side, the prosecution side. Chris?
Sit down, please.
Professionally, Mr. Fowler, you're putting yourself in a very awkward position.
I thought you decided that Lee Weber killed your fiancée. I did. Until I talked to you.